Welcome to what is probably your first experience with the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute at UNL. We commonly call it OLLI. I'm Dr. Dee Tonak. You are coming live to us today via YouTube, but we are recording this, so you'll be able to revisit some of these spots later on when it's convenient. I have the delight of working with many volunteers to facilitate, create classes, and of course, participate in the many class offerings. My particular expertise is mathematics and science. You joined us on YouTube today, I'm sure, because you're a curious sort. Well, you're in exactly the right place because curiosity is what we deliver. For the next 20 to 30 minutes, we would like to show you what OLLI has to offer, why it's a good opportunity, and how to join. I would like to introduce you to Patricia Saldana, OLLI's Communications Associate. Patricia, you're on.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here. We'd like to know who's attending today. Down at the bottom of this screen, you'll see a place to write comments. Tell us your name and tell us where you're from. We won't be able to answer your questions. YouTube Live isn't all that interactive, but if you do have questions for us, leave them in the comments, or you can always email us at olli@unl.edu. Let me tell you a little bit about OLLI. OLLI is a membership-based learning program for adults age 50 years and older. We have 5 terms each academic year. There's 2 terms in the fall, 1 in the winter, 1 in the spring, and 1 in the summer. Our classes are, our terms are usually about 6 weeks long, but we have one-time classes, or we have multiple session classes. Registration for our winter term is actually happening right now. So if you went to the website, you can see all the courses and register immediately. But instead of me telling you all about OLLI, I'm going to let our director, Bob Mickle, share with you what he's doing and what the OLLI program is all about. So just give me a second. I'll share my screen and let you listen to Bob. Oops. Forgot to do something here. Sorry, just a second. There we go.
Hello, I'm Bob Mickle, Director of the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, otherwise known as OLLI at UNL. Welcome to a new year of OLLI. The new year brings the hope and promise of putting behind us the challenges of the past several months. The best thing that came from the COVID-19 pandemic is that it forced change in how we live, learned, and socialized. Although at times it was incredibly challenging, there are some good things that came from it. While OLLIs across the country struggled with providing learning opportunities for their members, OLLI at UNL found ways to stay relevant. Nearly 75% of our membership stayed with us, and OLLI quickly turned to virtual learning opportunities to keep our members engaged. The best part? It forced us to think about change moving forward. Gone are the days where OLLI will provide only in-person classes. OLLI at UNL will strive to provide delivery methods that meet the various desires of our members. There will still be opportunities to learn via Zoom. Our members have shared that there are some wonderful benefits of Zooming. We'll also be back to offering in-person courses for those who prefer that format. Most excitingly, we will be offering a multitude of hybrid courses. You can register to attend these courses either in person or via Zoom. Because of the diverse ways in which we will deliver courses, We welcome those who will join us from across the state and from across the country. A new registration and management software program called Campus CE has also been purchased. It'll help us address the ever-changing needs of our staff and membership and eliminate online registration frustrations. An ambassador program is being implemented to help new members, upon request, become better oriented to OLLI. Members are amazing people, and that's what makes this program so great. Wishing you the very best that this year brings. Stay curious.
Well, there you go. Bob shared with us what OLLI is all about. One of the things that I do for OLLI is that I put together the OLLI catalogs, 5 catalogs a year. And Dee, I think you kind of wanted to go through that, didn't you?
Right. Let's take a look. Patricia's going to go to the website and bring up the catalog. It's a great website. It's got all sorts of tips, directions, and as long as we've got our bifocals on, we can read what line to click. So she's going to take a look at the catalog, and we're just going to look at a few pages to get a sense of the wide variety of offerings that you have here. So whenever
I am on
Patricia.
The website now. I think you guys can see it and should be able to see the website. When you are on our website, and that is OLLI, it's right up here, olli.unl.edu. Go to the red bar and click on View Catalog. You can view the catalog in one of 2 ways. We have a flip book that you can just turn the pages, or you PDF if you like that better. So I'm going to go to the flip book.
And there's our front cover. We're staying active, and you can see a whole set of the many offerings there for a quick glance about days and times. And we're going to scroll through, flip through this to get to, I think, about page 9, where we'll actually see some of our first offerings on a Monday.
Here we are.
There we go. So on the right side, we see several of the offerings, and there are a lot more offerings on Monday, but I would like to explain what those little circles and icons are. If you look at the top one, Great American Music, you see a circle with a camera. That's our symbol for Zoom. That class is only offered via Zoom. Look below it, Arizona, Land and Life. That class has 2 ways to take it. The 2 little bodies are representing in person, and the camera, you can also do it via Zoom. Again, you're getting an opportunity to see that some of these meet for once or twice or up to 6 times, and all different times of the day. Let's scroll on through. I think we wanted to show them page 12 and 13. Again, I think that'll get us to some of the Tuesday offerings. There we go, Tuesdays, and there's even more Tuesdays, but here are some of them. 3 that I'd like to point out. You see the Zumba Gold show tunes? Here would be a way, because it's all Zoom, to be at home in your pajamas or whatever and get into fitness without anybody taking a look and seeing how you're doing it. This particular class meets 6 times. And you don't have to worry about how to pronounce Zumba now. It goes right in there with the Zoom. So Zumba would be a good class to take via Zoom. Another class on this page is Let's Talk Drugs. That is meeting 2 times. They're going to talk about prescription drugs, over-the-counter, vaccinations, dietary supplements. So there's an example of several of the classes that address health issues. One more on this set of offerings is without packing your suitcase, you could go to London. It's a short history of a great city. And you see that you can do that via Zoom. And it actually ties into a later thing we're going to talk about, and that's travel. We'll save that for just a few minutes. Patricia, how about scrolling over, flipping over to page 15, and let's look at a Wednesday event. There we are. Vietnam and Afghanistan, bookends of failure. This meets 5 times, and it is an example of many OLLI classes addressing current issues. One more page I wanted to look at, page 18, because you university alumni, this should ring a bell for you. So let's take a look at page 18. How about Louise Pound? Does that ring a bell for you Nebraska alumni? It should. This is given well, if you read through here, the presenter tackles the changing roles of women, the influences of women, and also talks about Pound's relationship with Willa Cather. Lots of offerings, but there's even one more kind of class that I would like to brag about. Let's switch over to the Canvas classes. We're calling them programming on demand because when you want to do it, you can do it. Keep on, there we go, programming on demand. For this coming winter term, there are 13 different offerings. Many of these have actual several sessions in them, a wide variety of things. And look at this, for 30 bucks, if you're a member, for 30 bucks, you get any and all of these. I've done Canvas setup many times because I don't have anything to do at 3 in the morning. Okay, I'll go over to my computer and watch one of these. So this is a great offering and a great buy for sure. I hope we've shown you that we have so much to offer, but only started. I've only been talking about the winter term. So, Patricia, would you like to introduce our next speaker on travel?
Yes. I don't want us to forget about the travel opportunities that OLLI offers. And we have Carol Myers with us, and she is the chair of OLLI's travel committee. Carol, tell us what is happening with travel, where are we going, and what's status there?
Okay, well, thank you, Patricia. Yes, even with the pandemic, we're finally able to safely get to 3 great trips in this last fall. We're excited being able to travel again after this current wave of the pandemic dies down again. In August, we circled around Michigan. We visited Mackinac Island on an OLLI bus tour. Then in September, we had a fantastic time in Alaska, even caught the beautiful Northern Lights and Mount Denali. We topped it off in October with a 12-day, what we call a small group adventure all around Morocco. And it included overnight in a luxury camp in the Sahara Desert. And we went by camel to the top of a dune just to see the sunrise over the Sahara. It was amazing. Then we had planned an Italy trip this spring, but we found COVID numbers are at the highest they've ever been right now. So we want to make sure everything's safe for our members. So we're holding off until next spring. But we have a 1-session class this term that will be on January 27th to get you excited about it. We'll tell you all about where we'll be going, what's going to happen. It's free to everyone, including the public. So get together with your friends, have a party, and watch it on Zoom. Just type in OLLI at unl.edu and look at page 30 of the current catalog for details. It'll also show all the other places we're going this year. And I especially want you to see the background here on my Zoom screen, as that's where we're going this coming fall with Normandy and Paris and London in one big, fantastic trip. Yesterday, our travel committee also approved 6 new destinations for 2023. So we're planning ahead, then we're working on getting the itineraries right, getting prices down for everybody. So be looking at the OLLI website, on OLLI Connects, and in our catalogs, because we'll be giving you new things all the time. So thank you for listening. We're just very excited that travel hopefully is coming back. Your safety is our most important part. So we're trying to find interesting places for you. And thank you for letting me tell you about them. All right.
In fact, Patricia, if you want to flip one more page, page 30 is our very next page in the catalog.
Oh, there you go. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Well, Carol, thank you very much.
Welcome.
There are some exciting trips coming up, and all of that information will be on the OLLI website, and that's where you want to go if you find something interesting and want to reserve a seat for a trip.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
And just repeating what Carol said, if you create an account, you can get a little heads up on what some of these travel opportunities are. And it does explain that in the catalog. Well, we've taken a quick look at the coming winter term. Already you can come on, be a member, start registering for classes that start right away, January 24th. But you would not believe the offerings we already have lined up for the spring term, which begins the end of March. Now, OLLI's program director, coordinator, Jeanette Wilson, has some insider information on term 4 in the spring. Jeanette,
Great,
you're
Dee.
on.
Yeah, thanks a bunch. And you are absolutely right. We have an incredible lineup of almost 80 courses during our upcoming spring term. So let me give you a few examples of what's in store. If you're interested in the environment, we're offering courses on residential solar energy, wind energy, and climate change in Nebraska. Current health-related topics are always on our list, and the spring lineup includes veterans health, memory topics, and how to evaluate health information that you see in the news and online. Plus, we routinely have classes to get you moving, just as Dee mentioned, around Zumba Gold, but also gentle yoga and NIA, which are all offered on Zoom during the spring term. We also offer a long list of courses that come from 9 different subject matter areas. So along with health and wellness as one of those, we also offer courses on history, the arts, diversity, lifestyles, literature, science, religion, and contemporary issues. Plus, in the spring term, we have a very timely event planned, which is free and open to the public. It's another installment of our Movies That Matter series, where we feature a production, and this time it's the movie A Home Called Nebraska, which is regarding Afghanistan refugee resettlement in Nebraska. So if you check out our courses through the online registration link on our homepage, you can actually sort them by subject matter area. So, if you're looking at for specific academic topics, or you're a super history buff and you want to enroll for all of our history courses, you can sort in that manner and find them all in one spot. So as we've already mentioned, there are lots of ways to attend OLLI courses: in person, on Zoom, or on demand through Canvas, whichever your schedule allows. So seriously, the choices are endless. We really hope to see you in an OLLI class soon. So thanks, Dee and Patricia, for allowing me to join today.
And thank you,
Thank
Jeanette.
you, Jeanette.
In just a bit, Patricia will show you about registering and sorting those classes. So we'll come back to that topic. But it's hard to imagine you cannot find at least several classes you want to be a part of. So stay tuned in for sure. And something else that you're going to find out as you start to take classes, whether it's Zoom, in person, wherever, however you're doing it, you're going to start meeting some of the same people, even if it's all online. And you would be surprised at the friendships that develop because you're seeing some of the same people, having some of the same conversations. And you alumni that are living in other states, hey, we need you back, at least on the screen, so we can visit with you and again get to know you. I want to reiterate that OLLI is a membership-based program. Becoming a member now, mid-year, is a great opportunity because for just $50, $50, you can now sign up for the winter, that's our term 3, the spring, term 4, and the summer, term 5. So you have 3 terms by coming on board mid-year. And as a member, that's only $50. And the classes are a really great buy. If you just take a class that meets one time, okay, that's $10 the first time. And each additional session of that one class is another $5. So let's suppose I take a class that meets 3 times. Remember, I told you I'm a math teacher, so I'm going to do the math, whether you can do it on your own, I know. But if I take something that meets 3 times, it's $10 plus 5 plus 5. That's only $20. Even if you take a class that meets 6 times, that's $35 maximum. So we are a good buy. Mid-year is a good time to join. Hope I've convinced you of that. So, Patricia, you want to come back and talk a little bit more about how they get registered?
Sure, I'll share my screen here. So I'm back on the OLLI website, and you'll see at the red on the top red bar, online registration. You can also scroll down and you see this little computer monitor icon. You can click on that as well to get you to our online registration page. There we are. This is where you're going to set up your account for OLLI. Now you have to have an account whether or not you're paying for the class. We simply need to, have an enrollment number. So you can go ahead and create an account and then take one of the free classes. There are written instructions on how to create an account if you're a new member, or you can watch a video. And you'll see Jeanette on that video. She created that video for you. I'm going to quickly go through courses here. Jeanette talked about this a little bit, but I thought maybe you'd like to see it. So when you click that photograph with courses, you'll come to this page. And here's where you can view all your courses by day of the week, learning format. If you're only wanting to do Zoom, then you click the Zoom link and it'll take you to all the Zoom classes. Or if you have a particular subject matter that really interests you, you can click on any of these subject matters to bring up the classes or courses that are taking place within that topic area. And that is basically it. Take it away, Dee.
Well, we hope that you are now considering joining us. In fact, as soon as you get off this YouTube, you go to that website and welcome aboard. Remember, just like our motto says for OLLI, curiosity never retires. And we know that curiosity keeps you physically, mentally, and emotionally healthy. What more could you want for a New Year's resolution than that? Remember, you can leave your comments there on YouTube, and we can certainly get back to you with those comments. Also, as we end here in just a bit, Patricia will put up the screen that gives you our website, phone number, and so forth. We'll be leaving you with a few video clips there at the end on your YouTube. We thank you for joining us today. Stay curious. And now I'm going to copy from one of my favorite news programs, and that is our brief but spectacular story of OLLI. Thank you again for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you, everybody. I'm going to share my screen now. I'm going to leave it on for just a little bit so that you can, if you can, write it down. Otherwise, simply go to the website for information. Here we go. Contact us. Thank you, everybody, for coming.